I was in college. It was my first winter break, and I got a random text message. I went in for an in-person interview back in the day. Thought it was a little bit different because I'd never gone to a professional interview. It was my first time, and I got to meet the manager. I was sold. Hi, my name is Daniel Villamizar. I live here in Clovis, California. Before starting with Vector, I was working as an IHSS care provider. I was a pretty broke part-time college student, and I was looking for another opportunity, and that's when Vector came along. My major was business administration, and it's helped me out a lot because it actually gave me real world applicable experience that was so much better than anything I could get in a textbook. I remember telling my mom and dad I was going to sell knives, and they said, "What?" My mom was so convinced that it was not the job for me that when I went to sleep, I had a stack of paper about this thick that she printed. She Googled top places to work at for college students. I said, no way am I going to let my mom be right on this. I have to go ahead and make sure to prove her wrong. I can do this. And now she's my biggest cheerleader. What made me say, okay, let's give this a shot was I saw the quality of the product. And when I saw the base pay and how I was getting paid regardless of whether I sold or I didn't sell, I thought, okay, this is worth the effort. I thought I was just going to get the base pay and then afterwards just say, cool, it was a fun 2 weeks. And that kind of snowballed into years later. My most memorable favorite customer was the one who made me truly believe in Cutco. I had met someone who had Cutco from 1949, but this lady was really, really young looking. Right before the presentation, I'm like, these aren't Cutco. And she's like, oh, they're Cutco. 100%. Look. And I said, these are yours? She said, they're not mine. They're hers. And on cue, right from the corner was Grandma Gammy. She was 90 something years old and she was from Oklahoma and she talked like an auctioneer person. And yeah, they're still to this day my favorite customers ever. They still have their knives and they've passed it down already to their great grandkids. What took me by surprise first jumping in to Vector Marketing was how supportive people were. I had so much negative feedback from what I thought were my inner circle. While they're saying you can't do this, my manager was like, 100% you can. And I thought that was the most mind-blowing thing because I had been used to managers who were just like, do this, cool, make sure you don't mess it up. What's different about this company than anything else I've experienced is the fact that you actually go ahead and get paid for what you do. It was really cool seeing how I was able to actually work hard and I would get an extra reward for that. What I loved as a college student was that I didn't have to get set into a specific schedule. I could be flexible and change it week to week. The one thing I was taught very early on in Vector, actually, when it came to schedules is you could either live a life or you could design one. Even though I was 19 or 20 years old when I first started, they gave me full control of where I wanted to take this. I learned how to not only just talk one-on-one to people who are older than me, but I'm able to give presentations to my entire organization. I could run and operate my own business in any industry I want to because I have all the foundation. I fell in love with Vector because I recognized the opportunity to impact other people and give back the same opportunity I had because when no one believed in me, Vector did. You should 100% give this a shot. It's really giving an opportunity to yourself. We'll have people write back saying, hey, thank you so much. That one summer meant so much to me. I've even had people go ahead and say the skills I learned here actually allowed me to find my true career or my true calling. I just don't think there's many jobs like that that will really show you who you truly are deep down.